I got coming up to the stage is a really good friend of mine. I want you guys to keep it nice and loud, keep the energy going for this really funny guy, Jason Sheppard, everybody.
Thank you. Keep it going for Luis. I'm your Gen Z comic for tonight. All that means is they're making me go first. No, I'm 23, which means I was just barely old enough to be alive for 9/11. Yeah, I might have been a baby, but I still remember where I was at. I was at home. My mom was getting ready for school, and her milk tasted funny, you know? That's when I knew something was wrong. But I am 23. I do live on my own. For a couple years now, my parents moved to Texas. And ever since they moved there, they've really embraced the whole Texan culture, for sure. Like, now they just carry guns with them everywhere they go, which is crazy. I mean, people do that here, but it's legal over there. You know? But no, so like they've been trying to convince me to buy a gun. They're like, hey, you live in a big city, you're by yourself, you think you should get one? I'm like, I don't think I want one, and I don't really think I need one. Like, I'm on the second floor of an apartment complex that's gated, so if someone gets in, they kind of earned it. You know? Who am I to stop them? No. But they're like, just go get one, we'll pay for it if that's the issue, just go get one. I'm like, you'll pay for it? Can I at least get some groceries first? That way I at least have a fridge full of food to fight for, at least. They didn't think that was very fun. But no, so I started doing research on guns. I'm like, I don't really want any of these. But then I found this alternative where, like, instead of shooting bullets, it shoots like these pepper balls, where when they break, they're supposed to like act like pepper spray and do all that. So I send that to my dad. I'm like, hey, what about this? And he calls me a pussy. And he's like, what's that gonna make him do, sneeze? He told me in this family we followed through. But you know, so I'll let you know what happens with that, for sure. I know what it looks like, and the answer is no, I did not just come from a baby shower. I just dressed like this. It's not my fault. I was raised by women, and growing up they would always tell me, hey, mijo, like, real men wear pink. So I took that and I ran, you know? I was like, I'm not taking any chances. Real men, you know? I'm afraid to get drafted though, because, you know, everybody's been talking about that recently. And, like, I really don't think I'd be useful, because I've been in one fight in my whole life when I was a kid. I'm not sure if I won that fight. I've always said I did, but I can't be sure. I almost cried during that fight. Luckily I didn't, so really I had 2 victories that day, and you know, I'll take what I can get. But my uncle, he's been in the Army his whole life, and he's always been trying to get me to enlist. I'm like, at first I was like, oh cool, you think I have what it takes to be like a badass soldier like you, huh? He's like, no, we just need people in the IT department. I'm like, what the hell? You don't think me and my pepper gun can do some damage, dude? You know how many years I played Call of Duty? I'd be an asset. I know all the call-outs, dude. Yeah, I don't know. But things have been pretty stressful lately. I'm officially broke, which sucks. Yeah. A couple weeks ago, I got into a car accident. It wasn't too bad, you know, I was only going 5 miles an hour. But, so the damage wasn't too bad. So when the insurance company sent me the check for repairs, it ended up being a lot more than what it actually cost me. And I'm so broke that I've been trying to do it again. Yeah, not going so well. My girlfriend started calling me a bad driver. And I'm like, Bev, I'm just trying to get the side hustle going. Yeah, things have been pretty crazy. A couple weeks ago, I took one of those online ADHD tests. It was official looking, and I just wanted to see if all my teachers were right when I was growing up. So I took the test, and I accidentally got like a really high score. And they told me, hey, we recommend you go speak to a healthcare professional. I'm like, okay. So I take the results, I go down to CVS, I'm like, can I get some Adderall now, please? Apparently that's not how it works. And they told me there's a shortage, so either way I should probably just stick to weed. It's probably just cheaper that way. No. Yeah, people are always surprised when they find out I'm a bit of a stoner, but it is a family tradition. Just trying to do my part. Yeah, because my parents smoked the entire time I was growing up, which it sounds kind of bad, but the more they smoked, the nicer they were. And the more stuff I could get away with, if I did anything, because I didn't start smoking until I was 21, mainly because I didn't know where to buy it. So, and I thought when I told my parents when they found out, they were going to be like disappointed in me. But they were actually pretty excited. They were like, damn, I didn't know you were chill like that. Yeah, my dad finally wanted to hang out with me. I was so excited. So it's like our first time smoking a joint together, and he's like, hey, like, isn't this fun? And it was super awkward for me, because I was trying not to be weird, so I wasn't talking. And also, like, I wasn't really sure how high I was allowed to get. So before every hit, I just stare at him, and I just be like, is this okay? He ended up telling me I killed his high. You know how much that sucks? Your dad telling you you're kind of boring to hang out with? And he might have a point, to be fair. One time I got so high, I sat on the toilet and started reading the Constitution. That's not a joke. I made it all the way to the Bill of Rights. I'm like, this shit's pretty good. I get the hype. I'm probably the only person weed has almost accidentally turned into a Republican. That's when I realized I should probably cut it back. Yeah. Now, I have been trying to smoke less, though, because it's kind of embarrassing, but here we go. The other day I went to the grocery store, and there was a homeless guy out in the front who was asking me if I had any cash on me. And I did, because I've been committing insurance fraud. But I didn't really want to give him any of my hard-earned money because because I was like, oh, this dude's probably going to go buy drugs with it, And then I realized, oh crap, I'm on my way to go buy some drugs. So who am I to judge? So I gave him $5, I go in the store, and by the time I come out, I see that he had bought himself some food. And I should have been happy that he spent my money well. But I was kind of angry because I was like, what the hell, dude? Now neither one of us are going to get high. Yeah, and that's when I realized I may have a slight problem, for sure. All right, hey, you guys were a great crowd. Thank you so much.